their lives. Now to the shadowy waters off Midway comes Robert Ballard, the man who discovered the Titanic. Ballard's quest is to find the American and Japanese aircraft carriers that were sunk in the battle, including the USS Yorktown. But the ships are lost more than 3 miles down, unseen, untouched on the ocean floor. The final resting place of men, of secret codes and lucky hunches, of lost chances and the painful cost of victory. All in one monumental day. Tragedy and triumph. The battle for Midway. The United States and Japan are at war. It is 5 months since the devastating sneak attack on the Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Now Japan is poised for total domination of East Asia and the Pacific. Pearl Harbor. In a dingy basement beneath command headquarters, Navy code breakers have pulled off the greatest intelligence coup of the Pacific War. Out of coded enemy radio transmissions, they have teased out the secret plans for the next major Japanese attack. A huge Japanese task force is preparing to strike a crippling blow against the already weakened U.S. Navy. It will happen at Midway, as early as June 3rd, less than a month away. Yet now, the U.S. knows what's coming. And the Americans will lie in wait, hoping to ambush the Japanese fleet. Day 1 of the Ballard expedition. To begin their exploration of the past, the veterans travel with Ballard 180 miles from Midway to the place where Ballard thinks the Yorktown went down. There is no X to mark this spot, just blue water and the occasional goonie bird. But below the waves, Ballard believes he will discover history. For here, young men came to fight and to die.
Well, I mean, to be at the very spot, you know, this is where the battle took place. This is like going to Gettysburg. This is like going to Bull Run. This is like going to Normandy. This is where a great chapter in human history, tragic in many ways, was played out on the stage, and we're on the stage right now.
While Ballard studies the terrain, the veterans explore their own landscape of memory and loss.
This
is what I looked like back then. Pearl Harbor を攻撃する前に Pearl Harbor に行く前に
This picture was taken before the Pearl Harbor attack. This was me.
Yes.
I was in the center.
Oh, this. Yeah.
I think this would save my life.
This is the hat I was wearing at the time. 勇敢だと思いますよ。
Very brave.
勇敢ですよ。
Very brave. It's a kind of miracle again.
A little older, a little wiser.
Pearl Harbor, 1942. Yorktown sailor Bill Sergi hears they're headed for a place called Midway.
The word Midway was a mystique, mystery, an awesome word to banter about. We were not fully aware of what actually was going on there. So all we knew was that we needed help at Midway.
Yorktown will rendezvous with her sister ships, Hornet and Enterprise, at a point approximately 325 miles northeast of Midway. Their mission? To ambush the Japanese. At the same time, 4 Japanese carriers, Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, and Hiryu, under the command of Admiral Chuichi Nagumo, are steaming for Midway. These are the same machines and men who bombed Pearl Harbor. The Japanese know nothing of the American trap awaiting them. Many of the American airmen and sailors headed toward Midway have never faced enemy fire, including Yorktown radioman and gunner Lloyd Childers. Childers was attached to a torpedo bomber squadron. He can't forget an intelligence briefing he attended with other crews.
He said, if a 15-plane squadron of TBDs makes torpedo runs against a determined Japanese fleet, if 3 of you get through to deliver torpedoes, we will have considered that you've accomplished your mission. And I immediately became alarmed because the odds were not good.
Lloyd Childers will soon find out just how bad the odds really are. It's the 7th day of the expedition. Time to part the waves and take the first glimpse of the bottom, 3 miles down. Ballard's eyes will be the U.S. Navy's remotely operated robot explorer called the ATV, equipped with lights and video cameras.
Safety officer online, PCS online, aye.
Tag winch online.
Will Ballard finally, after years of planning and enormous effort, be able to find the downed Yorktown?
National Geographic Adventures brings you legends of those who pursue their dreams.
We actually live today in our dreams of yesterday.
Stories that will touch our hearts.
All these have been far beyond all my expectations.
Adventures of strength and courage.
There is no turning back.
Don't miss the adventure. In National Geographic Adventures begins April 5th on the National Geographic Channel.
Finally,